this morning is when Chug passed, and I mean, I think this day went pretty weird because first I couldn't sleep all last night, which is pretty weird. Because yesterday we actually drove to a pet shop to show him around. I mean, he hasn't eaten for several months before that, and he's been drinking lots of water. But like, he just all he did during the day was just sleep all day. And like I try to get me and he was my little sister, but I always be the one trying to get him to walk around outside. I mean, both me and her try to get him to walk and like ask outside when it was warm out there, because it's winter right now. But for some reason he didn't want to move at all or eat anything. We even try to give him live rats. He didn't want those. I gave him some raw meats. He didn't want that. I gave him his favorite food. He didn't want that either. And like the freakiest thing is that whenever I woke up kind of late too, because I was up during one night, couldn't sleep. So I think it was pretty weird. And I woke up probably about 11:30 a.m., which is almost close to lunchtime, the crack of noon almost. And once I woke up, my dad and my little sister were saying that he was acting funny. He was scratching around and stuff. Like, that was pretty weird because all he does is sleep all day. Like, he didn't move at all. We figured that it was his time coming soon, though, but he's 9 years old, and usually the average is like 10 to 15 years, so he was pretty much like overweight for himself, though. But the weird thing is he never lost any weight. He get dehydrated a few times after he drank on his own. He was better, like, he wasn't dehydrated, and like he just never wanted to eat. And then after he was acting strange in his cage, he was scratching around and like trying to get, like, my dad thought he was trying to escape out of his cage, but when you're looking at a savanna monitor that's eaten for months, for about 3 or 4 months, that's been drinking water during that time period, kind of like a semi-hibernation, is trying to get out of their cage. Yeah, and whenever I looked inside the cage, he was almost like in a panic or something, which is like something weird was going on. Like he was just moving around very funny, like, he was like just trying to wiggle out pain or something. And like whenever I picked him up, he would move like limp or something, like he was half dead or something. When I put him back inside the cage, he was in the heat light area. He was trying to get warmth, though, but for some reason he just trying to gasp for air or something. And like, if I had a ventilator, I'd let him breathe in it, though, but I don't have one, unfortunately. But then he was just up and back inside his cage. I like kind of ate a little quick breakfast. Just sat down, watched a little bit of TV, hoping that it's probably just because, he needs to bask or something, because he is kind of like on the room temperature side. Then after I got up and I went over there to check on him again, he just acted weird again. And I picked him up again to check on him, and his eyes were getting sucked in. And he's had one of those last stool movements, usually what reptiles do before they die. So, I mean, that was his last straw. And when I went and looked and kind of moved to see if I could move him around, he was just limp. And that's when I knew that Chug has passed away. His name is Chug. We do have another savanna monitor too. That's mine. We call him Little Chug. And we call the big one Chug, the one that passed away, Uncle Chug. It's just something funny though, but it's just a surprise. Yesterday we had him at the pet shop showing around. He seemed like, tired, but same as he was like just the other day. And all of a sudden he decided like to turn for the worse and passed away. I mean, we're hoping that he would make it till summer, so that way he could be outside in the summer heat, especially down here in Texas, because I think they kind of like that. But he just didn't seem to like try to make it, I guess. But he just never ate. I mean, he never lost any weight. He drank lots of water like normally. One time he didn't drink water for like a week almost. Then he finally drank a lot, and like his acting funny on and off. Last time he ate was about a few months ago, like some meat or a rat or something. But he seemed pretty fine like that. And, like he was, the only other health problem he's got is just like calluses on his heels of his feet. That's it. But he is he was getting old, so he's 9 years old. But right now he's buried in the backyard in this spot my little sister, which is the owner, she picked out for him, which is like he likes to scratch near the fence gate in the backyard, which is like up front, the front part, and that's where his favorite place was to go shit too. But that's his favorite place to bask as well. So we buried him up there, and basically that's pretty much it. But it took us all by surprise, pretty much, because but we all pretty much knew that he was going to be passing on soon. So, but at least we have one Savannah monitor to look forward to, and that's my younger one. He's kind of fat too, but he's active. He eats, he drinks, and he likes to walk and run around. He just bit me too this morning, or this afternoon afterwards when Chug passed. But I'll keep you updated on the other animal. Just that's a shame that he passed. But see ya.